Everyone, welcome to the show. I have new Trump regrets to share with you guys, new Trump voters entering the find out phase of their journey. So, first up, I have a video to share with you guys. This is from a man who apologized for his vote. So, take a look at this.
I'm sorry I voted for Donald Trump and supported Donald Trump. I was wrong. I was wrong. I apologize. I should have never done that. I was wrong. I was fooled. I thought he really cared. Thought he was going to try to save America. I was wrong. Just felt like I needed to say that. Maybe more of us need to say that. I shouldn't have supported the man. He's sick. He's just like the rest of them. He's not any different. I'm sorry that I supported or voted for Donald Trump. I was wrong.
Okay, so here's the thing, guys. I checked out his profile and I found several videos about the Epstein issue. So that's, what's driving this. And evidently, some people are planning a collective action for this weekend, for tomorrow, March 7th. And they're also on the 9th, like they're going to local courthouses. I'll look into more of that, or look into it for you and let you know what I find. But I I have no problem with people like this. I have no problem embracing people like this, accepting their apology. And here's why. And this is why I did the interview with Henry last week. When someone finally gets it, when someone finally admits that they made a mistake, if we don't accept it, if we don't, allow them to make amends, allow them to apologize, take responsibility for what they did, then what is the point? Then why would anyone else do it? I mean, this is what we've been wanting. This is what we've been asking for 10 years, for people to finally wake up and get it and admit their mistake and get away from him. So why then are we going to shove our hands in their face and go, no, I don't accept it, and go away, and you suck, and vilify them and beat them down? I mean, that does nothing. It does no good. Okay, they're already going to be turned against by their own people, by other people who supported him, and any conservatives in their lives who are still on the Trump train. So you want them to have nowhere to go? I mean, it's just asinine. It's just a stupid way to respond to this, in my opinion. So anyway, I will also keep you guys posted as things develop, because there's also a No Kings March that's planned for March 28th. So keep that in mind. That is the next date coming up at the end of this month. Anyway, next up, I have a post from a conservative who is pissed off about Donald Trump's Epstein distraction with this Iran war. And this is becoming a theme over on Twitter. So this person wrote, "I am very sorry for your loss. I'm sure you of all people know the high cost of war. Are you okay with families sending our young people to fight and die on foreign soil? We voted for Trump 3 times because he was the peace president that promised no more wars. He betrayed us all." And then another person quote tweeted someone else who was questioning why Trump changed his mind about the war in the Middle East. And they said this: "That was before the Adelsons gave $250 million for his election campaign. Sorry, but that's just the truth, and I voted for him." So they're getting it. They're absolutely getting it. Obviously, in that post, they were talking about billionaire Miriam Adelson, who is basically, the woman has admitted her loyalty lies with Israel, not with the US. And then I also found a post by a guy named Jeremy. He replied to Alex Jones on Twitter, and he said this: Sorry for my post. Just feel like Trump is Israel first, not you so much after watching this. Just fed up with Trump, even though I voted for him. Again, punctuation, people. Can you can you help me out here? Help me. I mean, seriously. Even if you're doing text to speech, you can say comma, period. Like, it works. I've done it. I do it when I'm driving. Anyway, here's the irony of this situation. I believe that Trump attacked Iran in part, as most people do, to distract from the Epstein files and the allegations against him. But instead of distracting from that topic, he just reminded people about it because they're like, oh, you're clearly using this as a distraction from the Epstein files. Like, and then he just layered something else on top of it, another reason for his base to be pissed off and stay home in the midterms. Hey everyone, sorry for the intrusion, but I wanted to share something with you guys that I wish I had known when my mom was still with me. Because if you're 64 or older, you know that you have to choose Medicare coverage, and it can be unbelievably confusing. There's supplemental, Part D, there's all these other options, and you could be wasting money on coverage that you don't need. So that's why I was really interested when a company called Chapter reached out to me, because they let me know they could help my audience save money. And when they said that their services are completely free, I was like, okay, this is something I want to hear more about. I want to know more about this to share it with you guys. So this company, Chapter, has helped people save thousands of dollars a year. And all you have to do is give them a call at the number that you see below. It's 272-225-0752. They will let you know if you're already on the right plan. And if you are, you're good to go. If not, they're going to let you know about the other options out there that might be cheaper or a better fit for you. And if you're new to Medicare, they're going to lay out all of your options, and that way you get started off with the right coverage. You're not wasting money. And like I said, their service is completely free, so you have absolutely nothing to lose and, potentially hundreds or thousands of dollars to gain. So give them a call, give Chapter a call today. Again, the number is 272-225-0752. Anyway, next I have a story to share about a woman who voted for Trump and may have gotten her husband deported. So I'm talking about a woman named Sandra, and I'm going to butcher her last name, Hafraoui, I believe is how you pronounce it. She married a Moroccan man. His name is Abdelatif. That's maybe it. Abdelatif. He had been in the U.S. or has been in the U.S. for almost 40 years. And Donald Trump's Gestapo detained him despite the fact that he has absolutely no criminal record. So here's an article about this. Evidently, her husband was scheduled for an immigration hearing over 10 years ago. He never attended that court appearance because he said he didn't know about it. Don't know if that's true or not, but he never went. So he was arrested by ICE, and he spent 100 days in a detention center, 10 of which he was spent, or 10 of the 100 he spent in solitary confinement because they were trying to force him to sign away his rights and to be deported, and he refused. So they were like, okay, we're going to throw you in solitary. So Sandra has been speaking to the media about her experience and his experience. And she said, quote, "We just want to be treated like people with rights, not as problems to be managed. To think we were MAGA. You said you were going after the worst of the worst, but instead you ruined our life." So obviously she's referring to Trump there. But she was fine when Trump was ruining other people's lives. Didn't bother to pay attention until then. So At least she sees it now. I'm going to try to accept. Anyway, next up, I have another video to share. So this one comes from a focus group. This was conducted by the company called Engageus. So take a listen to what this person says.
Tone and also, continuing wars and starting new ones. It's very disappointing.
So that there was a swing voter, as you may have seen there. He was a guy from Pennsylvania, and he was explaining why he now disapproves of Donald Trump's presidency. And that focus group, by the way, was from the beginning of February. So, you can only imagine how he's feeling now after Donald Trump just started essentially World War III. Speaking of which, there was a woman who replied to a Twitter post by Trump's propagandist, Kim Jong-Levitt, and she told her this: "I am sorry I voted and campaigned for him. I truly thought he was different, that he could change things. Shocking how quickly he showed up like the swamp creature we were sold he was fighting." And then another Twitter user named Dan replied to someone who rightfully pointed out that people should be blaming Trump for the war. And Dan told this person, "Oh, I'm definitely pissed at Trump. He's a liar and a traitor, and I'm sorry I voted for him 3 times. I'll be happy to support his impeachment." So yeah, not going great for the orange blob, for the apricot antichrist. So I will have more for you guys. Thank you all so much for watching and listening. Please like, share, and subscribe. Please donate if you can. Love you all. Take care. Talk with you soon.